Hello, hello, hello. It's Mad Mystic 007. How's everybody doing? Well, it's a mighty fine Thursday, and Mad Mystic is quite pleased. Yes, I am. So I'm quite pleased because I have really good friends. Yes, I do. So I'm really quite pleased because somehow, some way in my life's path, I've collected valuable seeds along the way. Yeah, so I just have to say thank you again to my lovely friends that I love so much. Yes. So, anyways, yeah, where should I begin? So, I already told you guys how my day started. Um, my day started great because some friends of mine, they all chip in and they all help me. It's like, wow, the power of unity is so profound and magnetic. And when you get a few people helping one source, that source can and flourish. So that's what's happened to me today. So I was able to go deal with some things that I need to deal with today, responsibility that I need to deal with today, and the outcome is really good. So I'm really happy. And then I had Donna come and pick me up. And you know what she did? She took me to lunch and she sent me home with some goodies. Yeah. And I'm going to show you some of the goodies. Apparently, they have laundry dryer sheets or laundry detergent sheets. Sorry. Laundry detergent sheets. This is a hard one to say. Laundry detergent sheets. That's a tongue twister. Laundry detergent sheets. Okay. So apparently that yeah, she uses these for the animals. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like I mean, yeah, that's why I want to put awareness out for all the rescues that do this to help wildlife across the country because imagine how many rescues there are out there: cats, dogs, horses, reptiles, wildlife, you name it. The thing is nobody's really helping out these organizations, 501(c)s, nonprofits, with anything to help the any supplies to help the animals, and that's what needs to happen. So I was going to talk to Jack about this actually. I was thinking about going on his panel and talking to him about this because this is a national thing that in our country, and since FDR and the um, all the federal state parks and things, they never actually extended programs to help the injured wildlife. And the thing is that when people are aware of what's going on, then maybe more help can be raised and awareness for these programs. So, anyways, Donna uses these for all the animals. See, all those animals in every cage, they have three of these at least in every cage. Three, not these, but pads, like pee pads, poo pads. So the animals, so you're not, she washes them and reuses them. So, anyways, all those pee and poo pads have to be washed. And this little thing right here is apparently a detergent sheet. And this is all you need for one load of laundry. I was like, wow, that's really amazing. It's really fucking amazing. 200 sheets. I've got 200 sheets. Yeah, of laundry detergent because she knew I needed some, and then she thought she'd bring me this and then show me what these are all about. And I bought some, but this is awesome because I'm gonna try it. Because hell, I have a lot of dirty laundry. You guys know me. I've got bags and bags, loads of dirty laundry. Oh, wouldn't you guys like to go through my dirty laundry? I bet you would. I bet you would. What's up, Logical Spark? Your sparkness has been all over the panel hopping lately. How's it going? I'm trying to read you. I'm trying to read if you're a male or a female, but I'm pretty sure you're a female. Is it evening already? I guess technically it is evening, 5 o'clock, right? So yeah, it's good evening instead of good day. See, I don't morning my days, so when somebody tells me good morning, I block that shit out. I'm like, wait, oh. I'm like, wait a minute, let me tell you this. Good day. Stop morning your days. That's what I do when I order coffee. Yeah. Sometimes I lecture people. No, I don't really lecture them. I just plant little seeds. That's all you need to do because we're in a zombified world and they can't take much more than very little at a time. So it's good just to plant small seeds. That's all you got to do. And the less words, the better because then it sticks in their head. And then they're like, it's like a mantra, you know? So, anyways, I was going to play a song because this song I've been playing so much lately because I really love this song. And I found it on my own. Like, I didn't hear it through anybody. I was just scrolling through YouTube music and I seen this video and it said something screamed, play that song. So I tried it out and I love it. It's called All the Way by Bailey Zimmerman. So I'm going to play that song and then we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. About my great dinner. Look at this. Yeah, this is dinner from my bestie. She fucking rocks. Yeah, she fucking rocks. She even hooked me up with dinner. I'm like, girlfriend, you didn't have to do that, but I'll take it in times of need because she's awesome like that. Anyways, yes, she's awesome like that. You want to know why? Look at it. I forgot my zebra. I forgot my zebra gear. But she gave me bananas, some apples, and see, she knows what I like. Tea. She knows I love tea bags because, oh, what is this? Alpine berry. And I like English breakfast. I love English breakfast. So she knows what I like. And she gave me when I got divorced, when I was going through that before it actually happened, she brought me a whole casserole of lasagna that and she's vegetarian and it was so amazing. And my children and me, we loved it. It was amazing. It was the best lasagna ever. Anyways, she brought that and some tea, and I dove into that tea recently, and I sent her a picture. I'm like, "Do you remember this?" I said, "I finally dove into it." Yeah. So, anyways, anywho, let's play this. Let's play this video. What? My eyesight today is so bad. It's like 10 times different than it was yesterday. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I can hardly see any words without, even if I go up to the screen, I can't see them. I have to put on glasses. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, my sight fluctuated overnight. Oh, FE iron female. FE iron. Yeah, well, what happens when you're copper based blood and there's no iron? I mean, yeah, there's iron, but it's copper more than iron. So, yeah, that's me. Oh, gosh, you guys have no idea what I just went through a little while ago. I know I'm going on tangents because it's just, yeah, it's just that this world is wild. And this world's wild, but it's okay. I can talk more about it when it's all over, but until it's not over, I can't talk about it. But all I can say is it's fucking wild. And I had to sit through some wild shit. Wow, yummy. I know, yummy, I know. So we had some chips and queso, and then because yeah, Donna and I are been neighbors for a long time. So, you know, these are our stomping grounds. So, anyways, yeah, we hung out at a stomping ground restaurant of ours, and she decided to get me dinner. So here I am. I'm stoked, guys. I'm stoked, but I can't tell you why. There's some reasons and some not reasons. Like, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I have to tell, like, Kate, I could tell you behind the scenes crazy shit. But yeah, so the thing is, things can go whatever way they can go. Always expect the worst. That's how I feel. That's how I plan things in life. Like, I expect the worst because bad shit happens. Like, so if you plan for the worst, then the, so if then that's the worst it can be. You've already planned for the worst. But if it's anything better than that, then excellent. So that's how I do. That's how I am. And then that's just for me. Like, I'm a person who always arrives at any appointment that I have too way too early. This is just a thing in my life. I don't even care if I don't have any control over it. Still, I'm way too early. But it's okay. It's just like I'd rather be too early than too late. And I'd rather be prepared for the worst than, I'd be prepared for the worst. So that's what I say. So on that note, I went to read the chat and I can't still read it. I'm ending Parmesan crusted fish. Oh, you're eating. Oh, my eyes. Crusted fish fillets. Well, you know what? That sounds. Oh, you're a male. Oh, you're a male? Damn. I didn't know that. Well, you shocked me there, the illogical. Yeah. Oh. So, are you copper based blood? Or you're just iron based, but no fee? Donna just hooked me up with four things, 4 square boxes of cat food, like she has many, many times over the winter. She dropped off this huge box that's sitting outside my door. It said Nicole. Like, I have this sign that says Nicole right here. That's from Donna, and it was on that box. And she brought over and just left it there for me with cat food bowls and all this cat food over the winter. Yeah. And she does that. She'll give me all this cat food because somebody donated her a bunch of cat food. So, and this stuff it's chewy. I think it's chewy what she gets it, but this is some cat food that's like real chicken, like real shredded chicken with like juice. Like, I could literally eat that can of cat food if I had to, and I was that hungry. That's real chicken. That's how gourmet that shit is. So my cats are gonna love that. So yeah, they're in for it. So I'm good because I've been spending $45. Like, I have $45 a week to spend on food. That's why I'm not eating hardly, because I'm spending it on my cats because I can't help it. I'd rather feed them than me because they're cute and I'm not. So yeah. So the thing is that I can't help it. They depend on me, and they got all skinny ass when I was gone. Especially Garfield. He's a lot better now. Yeah, it's night and day. If they're just eating dry food, that's not enough. So that's why I spend all the money I do to fatten them all up. Plus, it's just my moral duty as a human. And plus, we might be related to cats. There's some studies out there that I've seen recently that we might be related to cats. That's what the Egyptians were trying to tell us. We're more related to cats than we are pigs. That's what I heard the other day. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do the research on that. I haven't got there yet. Oh, yeah. She's a great friend. She is a great friend, and she's just got a great heart. And if you guys knew of what kind of heart she has, like, okay, when you've already been a mother and you've already done all that, and then you are rescuing wildlife to the maximum. I mean, she doesn't like to say no, so she takes in a lot of babies, and baby season this year has been wild. And it's probably because the pole shift's happening, and so it's throwing off all the cycles of the animals, so things are being more stretched out, so the season is lasting a lot longer for babies. So there's a lot of babies, and she gets a lot. She has 25 baby squirrels right now. You know how she's got a lot of responsibility. Just for her to help me out is I mean, I feel bad because she's got to take that. She can't hardly be away from her house because she's got to take care of it and feed them all. They're hungry. They require they're uh, depending on her. So the thing is that she has a huge workload, like every 2 to 3 hours, tube feeding. And if you got 25, just the squirrels, not including possums or anything else, rabbits, uh, that's a lot. And then that's every 2 to 3 hours. And then you have the other batch. So she has 25 baby squirrels. She has, I don't even ask her, but she probably has that many baby possums, maybe not that many baby possums, maybe like 10 or 12. And then rabbits, she might have, who knows, she could have 10 of those. So, like, that's a lot of tube feeding, and it takes time, and it's around the clock. So she wakes up in the middle of the night. She doesn't sleep a full 8 hours, nothing of that nature. So, yeah. And then, you're basically a vet, and then to go through the emotions of losing the animals. Like a lot of these people that drop off animals, they're so like emotional with the injured animal and trying to rescue it and help it. And they bring it and they come to her with that compassion and the empathy in their heart for the animal. And then the animal passes away, and it's out of anybody's control. And it's hard to tell these people, hey, I'm sorry you drove an hour and a half away, but but the animal didn't make it. And that's something that Donna's had to deal with, and I know that's a hard thing to deal with. Like you have animals dying on you all the time, but then the recovery rate over death rate is only a third die. I don't know that, but from my perspective, that's what I see. And I've talked to her about it. Because out of like 10 babies that come in with a mom, let's say 3 of them die. That's still a huge percentage rate, 60% that lived. So, yeah. So her, the amount of effort that these rescuers do is undervalued, devalued, because nobody's helping these organizations with the supplies that they need to help these animals. That's all. They're not asking to be paid. Donna's not asking for a paycheck. She's not asking for anything. She don't ask for nothing. But the fact of the matter is why isn't our government and organizations, all these organizations out there like PetSmarts and everything like that, when they're asking for their dollars after you pay, you purchase something, they want to donate $1. Well, how come they're not helping with any of these nonprofits that are helping animals? Like, I just, it's not just PetSmart. I'm saying that there's lack of funding for supplies for all these rescues. And Donna, because she has all these babies, she's going through 2 bags of formula a week. Or is it a bag a week or 2 bags? I think it's up to 2 bags now, because, and it's only in baby season, but the baby season has lasted longer this year than last year. And that's a lot of money in formula. It's not including everything else, like fruits and vegetables and stuff. Like, yeah, people have no idea. And she does this because this is what she does from her heart. It's not because she's expecting anything back. The only thing that she gets back is the love from the animals and the rewarding of knowing that she's helping Mother Earth and its inhabitants. So I think that she's just a wonderful person for that. And if you guys only knew and seen, then you would know. But and if nobody sees, then you don't know. So maybe one day I'll be able to show you guys that. I haven't even thought of that. Yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to show you guys in the near future what she does. She's got a beautiful setup. Yeah. It's like these animals are living in posh. So yeah, some of them are in bad shape. Yeah, people torture animals, whether you want to believe it or not. Yeah, people torch possums. They do terrible things to animals. And then obviously there's not a lot of them that come in like that, but there are some. So, and then a lot of them are just being raised from a baby, and then, getting to a point where they can be released, because there's a release program, and there's a certain protocol for all that. So anyways, all right, I'm going to play my song. Oh, damn, I just hurt my knee. That fucking hurt. Ow. Oh, I just gave Donna a bunch of walnuts because, I was prepping and I had all these walnuts and I still have more. I couldn't find them, but I gave her a big bag. I have more. After a few years of storing walnuts, their taste turns different, and she knew what I was talking about. And I said, I don't know if it's my taste buds or what, but I remember walnuts tasting different. And after a few years, they lose their taste, but squirrels love them. So I'm going to help my squirrel friends because I'm a little nuts. How do you like that? Clip it and flip it. Hurry up, Snow. Ho. Does she have assistants? She doesn't have assistants, but she has interns. Yeah, interns that come and help. And yeah, she does internships. She does things like that. God, my eyes are so bad. It's like night. It's like night and day from yesterday. I would assist her with feedings if I lived next door or down the street or even in the same city. I would be over there all the time. Yeah, I would be like go. So I would be her fill-in. Let's say she needed to go wherever she needed to go or take some time off, then I could just fill in and take over the baby feeding. Yeah, totally. And this is what I would like to do is I would like to take in what she doesn't want to take in, I'll take in. And then, whatever, like there's so many. So, but I would love to assist her with feedings, except now the distance. And this won't, I'll be able to just wait until the beginning of the year and then I'll be able to help her. Yeah, because I owe her big time anyways. And I told her I would help her anyways. What I do is I like to, I'm used to the reptile industry. So, I know how to do all that and I'm used to that and big time. So, a huge thing is just cleaning their cages and cleaning all the bowls and giving them fresh water and fresh food and all that. That takes hours of a day. Like literally, if Donna just focused on just feeding the babies, that's just one job. That's like an all day job. That's not including what you have to do every morning, which is remove all the pee pads, poo pads, clean the cages, whatever, and remove their bowls, give them fresh water, clean bowls, and clean and food. So that has to be done every day. And then they all have their whoever has medical issues. That's a separate thing. You saw an ad on cat groups? Hold on. Maybe one day, yeah. Oh, I will one day. Don't worry. It is. It's in the works. Don't be talking about your friend Snow. All right. You know what? I'm going to delete that comment and act like you didn't say that because you're not going to come on my channel and tell me that. Hello? Where do you think you are? You're on Board Queen 777's channel. I don't think so. So you got to check yourself there, logical. Maybe you're not so logical today. I don't know. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, it's a green crunchy stick. Oh, I've seen those. Okay, I've seen all these shorts with those things. Oh, it might be our Arctic. It could be. It could be an alter ego account. Could be. Good call, Kate. Good call, Kate. Questionable. Listen, those green sticks. I see people with these YouTube shorts or no, Facebook reels feeding their cats with those and making cute little videos. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Garfield would like those. I'm sure. Well, maybe one day in the future, in the near future, I'll get him one and see what he does. Yeah. Yeah, don't play any of your snow hose shit up in my chat because it's not going to work. Okay? I don't need you up in here doing that shit. You live in Kansas? You know what? Kansas is a beautiful state. It's such a beautiful state. I had the most beautiful drive through the eclipse what was it, last year? Or was it 2024? Yeah. I had the most beautiful drive through Kansas, and the eclipse as it was eclipsing and those plateaus, the scenery, it was just beautiful. I love that drive. So I don't really go anywhere in Kansas except to a gas station, and oh, it was a nightmare. I got I fucking almost ran out of gas, and I was in the middle of nowhere. I mean, in the middle of nowhere, and I pull off, and there's some 1950s. I'm serious, 1950s gas pumps. There's two of them, and they're closed, and I'm like, what? And it says like there's some handwritten sign that says you can get gas here, but you just got to like do this and this and this and that, and you got to push some numbers and do all this crazy shit. And I'm like, I was flipping out. And at the time, of course, I was dating you know who, and I'm like, he's freaking out. I'm freaking out because I parked my car Jeep in fucking park, and I just turned it off because I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna fucking run out of gas. I'm in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. Holy fuck. Like it was bad. And so I drove out of there, and then I see some woman in a car with some other woman, and I stop and I say, hey, listen. I say, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm lost and I'm out of gas, and that pump over there is closed, and I don't know what to do. Where's the gas station around here? And they're like, oh no, you got to go back to that pump and press this number and do this and that. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what I went back and did. And I got gas. So that was a nightmare. So I would say for anybody traveling across the country like I did, just make sure your fucking tank is always at least half full. Yeah, I learned that lesson. Yeah, that was scary as hell. And I didn't know, but I thought my Jeep was still under fucking warranty. Do you think I would have drove across country and a Jeep that wasn't warranted? Shit, if I'd known that shit was out of warranty, I would have never drove that across country. Because I thought I was covered on everything. I was like, oh, fuck it. If I run out of gas, all I have to do is call my fucking thing and they'll come and give me some gas. Oh, no. Boy, I rode that fucking shit on a thin line. I'll never do that again. I would tell anybody, don't do what I did. Yeah. Because, oh, yeah, that was crazy. Well, I just didn't know that what it entailed. I just didn't know what the outcome was going to be, and that was just a risky deal. Anywho, well, we'll play this song just because I just talked about that. Sounds like it goes perfectly. Because this song, I just love this song. I don't know why, but I do. Here, I'll show you it.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. If it's over, so fuck it. Just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding at night, telling all of your secrets and hugging. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. Was a point all I needed was you. But shit, time after time, I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea, I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming, I watched how you knew how you turn your back on me and leave me alone. Remember the text, how you said that you don't, that you never leave, we will fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Since the text turned green, why the fuck it ain't blue? Guess you done it, I get it. Said you stay, you wanted my name and you live, so I'm guessing that you never meant it. Said you tried hard on cause the little stuff's coming out feeling alone in this bitch. Singing sad songs, but I'm knowing that this shit don't last long. If you leaving, then leave cause your bag's gone. But just know you can never come back home. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. If you say that you done it, no take back. Say you feel out of love and I hate that. But see me, I was still like a drug, really feeling for love and something I can't shake back. When you walked at that door, I was hurt. All the dreams in my head, you was perfect. You remember the very first time that we chilled and I reached for your hand with the nerves at. Time to pass shit, that's what it do. It be time to be sick, sitting thinking about you. It was that door's part. You gave me the blood, really played with my heart. We lost in the field, like this shit was fair game. You mad at the rules. On my heart, left a scar and a bruise. How did you stand on all the shit that you did? I'm done, y'all finally through. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
You guys like that song? Oh, I love that song. I play that a lot. It's just sometimes I get in these modes that I just have to play the same song over and over and over. Yeah, that's my over. Yeah, that's my one I play over and over and over every day lately. So yeah, that was the April 8th eclipse. Yeah. The one last year. So Logical Spark was in Munder's chat. That's really interesting. I've only seen Logical Spark recently. Yeah, it's like maybe in the last year. So, okay. So today, so I come home, I check the fucking news cycle, and I'm like, oh, what's happened in the last 5 hours? Like, oh, more officers are shot. It's like, do you see how they're doing this? It's like, what's happening on the news cycles is that this stuff has been happening in our country like this every day, all day, every year for how long? And they're just now we have social media, so they're propagating it. So when I turn it on, that's all I see. But this shit's been going on every year since I was born. So you got to remember we're in a simulation, and this is what's being put in our face. So yeah, because I'm sure there's many officers shot around the country every day. But now it's just like, oh, breaking news, oh, YouTube, breaking news, more guns, oh, more fucking every day. Is there no school shootings today? What's going on? It's Thursday. What happened? Oh, you took a day off? They're psyops. They took a day off of the psyops. Because so far, I don't see any school shootings today. Whoa. Breaking news. No school shootings today. How many days can we do that, Trump?
But first at noon, the procession just started in the past 5 minutes.
This whole thing that, oh, now people can come to Washington and eat dinner and not worry about being mugged and all that bullshit. Come on. It's a dog and pony show. It's a dog and pony show. When he said that he's renaming the secretary, I don't know if it's a secretary. What did he say? I gotta go find that because I need to quote it right. He's changing one of our I don't know what you would call it. So he's changing something to Secretary of War, and there's a reason for that because we're going to war. So yeah, and this is the whole reason why people should never indoctrinate their children into the public school system like I tried not to, because once you indoctrinate your children into the public school system, your children are automatically eligible for the draft. Hello. Don't get me started. Nicole, don't get you started, Nicole. I got to be like Agent Spaulding. Kate, I was gonna text you last night and tell you need to go watch Agent Spaulding, Seven Spaulding's last couple of videos. They're entertaining, and he's a real dude like me. Okay, I'm a real chick, and we show our real lives, and we show every aspect of our emotions and who we are. We're totally transparent. We are both born on the 22nd, 23rd cusp, being Leo Cancer cusp. And we're a lot alike because we're born on practically the same day. And he is leaving Colorado, and he left Colorado and almost ran out of gas. And he did like I did in Kansas, had to pull over and try to find a place. And then he was fucked. He was totally fucked. I don't know how he lost his phone, but he lost his phone, and he ended up in some buttfuck town of Colorado, where there's a prison and there's a bunch of people doing meth, and he finds this hotel and they let him in for a day. Or he finds this hotel, and these people just take him in, and they're helping him out, and they let him stay there for a night, and then he got paid, and then he's there, and he's leaving. But the thing is that that's an interesting video. 2 videos, him in the hotel, and then him talking to the guy, the prisoner, the guy who's been in prison many times. So anyways, I was talking too much and that went out. So I would say go watch Seven Spalding's last couple of videos. They're good. So it's rough times out in this world, let me tell you. Yeah. I mean, I was just outside of the courthouse in Hall County, and there was a guy talking to me about him. He's in DUI court or something, or he's his probation officer or something he's going to, and he crashed his car. He's on a second DUI. He was reaching down to, he was drinking, but not since 11:30 at night. He was going to get his Waffle House. He almost hit the guy in front of him. He reached down to grab his Waffle House and swerved off the road and flipped and all this bullshit. And I'm like, I'm looking at this guy like, wow. Like, wow. Like, they need to take his driver's license away. Yeah. Yeah. The people, like, I don't know. I seen something on YouTube yesterday that said, do you think that most people who are in prison need to be in prison? And the answer is yes. Most. Not all, but most. Now, all those marijuana charges, all those people getting charged for cannabis, that's so out of control. But anything else, yeah, they deserve it. If they're in there, if they obviously got charged for something that they were convicted of, then it is what it is. So that's how I feel about that. Don't apologize. Never apologize for asking too many questions. I was taught when I was growing up in middle school and grade school that asking questions is a good thing. How do you learn if you don't ask questions? No, that's what the world doesn't want us to do because they got a lot to hide. So when people don't like people asking people's questions, it's because they're deflecting, because maybe they have something to hide. Yeah. Logical didn't want to answer that because you called the kettle black. Oh, imagine that. What about chiclets? That's a rant. That's that thing. Yeah, the chiclets thing is you know who. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you called the kettle black. That's why. Apparently. Too funny. Yeah, it is too funny. That's strange, right? Now that's 2 times. What happened to Truthio? What happened to the big T Truthio that was in the chat? That's like, oh no, I changed my tea. It's a different type of tea. And then, of course, we expose it. And then, oh, what happened to Truthio? Oh, what happened to all the GG stock accounts? Oh, what happened? Called them out. Yeah, they don't like getting called out for what they are. And it's the same thing with bullies. Bullies don't like to be called. When a bully, it's okay for a bully to bully, but they don't like to be bullied. That is really some wicked shit. It is some wild shit. I've seen that with many bullies on YouTube. It's okay that they bully, but when they get bullied, Oh my God. It's like, hurry up, put 2 diapers on those bitches. Yeah, so many socks. But did you notice that there's not a lot of socks lately? Yeah, because they've been being called out and for their shenanigans. Yeah, documented. Yeah, the socks are not running wild. Have you noticed? Who's trying to come on my panel? Oh, Axis. What's up, Axis? How are you?
Oh shit, just hanging in there, Mystic. How you doing?
No sound, Axis.
Hold on, can you hear me now?
Hold on, maybe it's me. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's me. I'm sorry. Hey,
That's
Axis.
all right.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm just hanging in there. Been keeping an eye on your stream, making sure you're at least got some energy coming your way.
Yeah, I got some good, better energy coming my way. I need it, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it seems like you're in a little better spirits today. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm in better spirits. It's always good when you have people that lift you up. I mean, it's a lonely world when you're just by yourself, but when you have others that are on your team, it helps.
Yeah, it does. I've gotten pretty used to being kind of a solo individual, lone wolf type person, but occasionally, there's temporary allies, and I do enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm a pretty I'm alone. I mean, I'm a lonely individual too. But I mean, I am social, but at the same time, I don't have big groups of friends. So I keep my friends, my group of friends in a small circle, you could say, So I'm just thankful for the ones that I do have because they're solid. And if it wasn't for my solid friends in my life and my whole lifetime, things could have, in my lifetime could have been a lot different if it wasn't for these solid friends that I have.
Absolutely, and I agree. There's been times that I've had allies that have helped me through some really difficult struggles. Not so much on YouTube, but in real life, yeah.
Yeah, no, real life. I'm talking about real life. Like, no, there are people that help me on YouTube too. Like my friendship with people that I've united with around the world, like they help me too. So it's the people that help me with my journalism and the people in my personal life that help me. So I'm just fortunate because like I'm going through a lot, like you, Axis, as you know, and I need that support. So I'm appreciative of that, and I express it, and I just want everybody to, the people that love me, I just want them to know that I love them.
Yeah, that's respectable. I respect that and catch on to that. I know we've never really got to panel up and talk, or I know we've had kind of a strange history, but in the end, it turned out we have mutual ground, we have mutual understanding, and enough where we've been able to panel up together and communicate. And I thought that was pretty cool. I did like your restream of me and Cage.
Yes, that was excellent. Oh, that was perfect. I should have cut it. I should have got it a little bit earlier, but I was listening to it. I was like, no, I got to get this now. So thank you for letting me restream that. But
Anytime, yes. I just released the video of it on my channel of Flo burning his ass.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have to go watch it. Excellent.
Yeah, it's just a small clip of it because I'm going to keep releasing it. Cage keeps threatening my life.
Oh, I know.
So I'm like, okay, enough's enough. So I'm just going to do the same tactic, just reveal them for who they are and go on. I'm tired of the life threats and the fucking interference, just the same as you went through, going through, and having to deal with. So, we've detoured them before, and here recently we made a pretty good step. So, fuck him.
Yeah, Cage likes to run his mouth. I think that he just thinks he's like that cool kid on the block type of dude. Like I don't really think I think he's harmless, but he likes to run his mouth.
Yeah, he is harmless, but my concern is he's teaming up because nobody wants to deal with Cage no more.
Except Snafu, who's in my chat right now.
Yeah, exactly. And Snafu is on the same list to behavioral modification as bad Apple media.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. And the same tactics we used on bad Apple is coming right at Snafu. And, as far as Cage, I'm just going to continue posting all the continual death threats, him wielding knives and such forth. And you want to put my name in your mouth, like I said, I'll put yours in mine.
So now, so now I'm labeled as what? Okay, Snafu, Planet X Watcher said, "Oh, now you're standing on the side of Islam," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
You're talking to a Satanist, not an Islamist.
Yeah, but that's what she told me. She's like, "Oh, you're standing by Islam now, Mystic." I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about? Are you out of your mind? We live in the United States of America, okay? We live per our Constitution.
Freedom of religion.
Yeah, freedom of religion per our Constitution. This country is formed with is cultural, multi-races, okay? So listen, Snafu, you guys are so outlandish by I'm paneling up with a Muslim man. So what? You're the fucking racist, man. What does it matter if I'm paneling up with whatever religion? Axis is a Satanist. I told everybody I am a constitutionalist. Whether he's a Satanist and I don't agree with Muslims or Satanists or Christians or Jewish or whatever religion you are, it doesn't matter. I'm letting everybody speak freely because this is what our Constitution's about, is speaking freely. So we are not censored. Okay, so here it is. They're labeling me as I was an anti-Semite. Now I'm standing with Islam. So now I'm standing with the Satanists now too, right? Listen, I was a moderator of Axis from the get-go when Venus introduced me to him. Okay, we separated because I separated myself because Axis was going through a lot of his
very dark times.
Yes, very dark times. So I separated myself. I sat in the back and watched it. Snafu played it out like it was something. And I realized that what is going on? Like Snafu, all you and your clowns that love to run around and gaslight people to get them to where the point goes to triggering points and then something in between. Okay, so you are a clown, Snafu, and you're getting yours. Don't worry.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that, the same means that we used on, rotten Apple media are the exact same means that are being applied to him at this moment. And he's going to find himself exactly in the same position, sitting very tamely behind the wheel of his vehicle, being as well-spoken as he can be.
Listen, Snafu, you're the one that's pals with Randy and Snow. You're the one that's on this fucking... Are you on the leftist agenda? That's a real question I have here. It's really questionable about Snafu. Like, what agenda are you on? Because you are very lefty at this point, which I'm totally not. So you would be somebody that I don't mingle with. So what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you attacking me for paneling up with and being friends with somebody that's Muslim? I'm
because
friends with Christians.
His agenda is socialistic and communism.
Obviously.
In that state of communistic or socialistic state of mind, I mean, that's Hitler-esque. It's either you're with me or you're against me. And you heard what I said about ultimatums. You know, that's why I told God to go fuck off. Don't give me an ultimatum to either worship you or burn in hell, because I'll go burn in hell. Don't give me an ultimatum.
Listen, Snafu, this is not about no veteran charity frauds. Stop your bullshit. This is about you singling out an individual and finding what you can use that you know about them and gaslighting them, and then using their family to target them. That's what you do. You're a total lefty. That is lefty fucking tactics all the fucking way.
And it's socialistic propaganda.
It's so outlandish. It's like, what the fuck? You are a communist. You're trying to put us into communism, Snafu. You are trying to censor. You are for you're anti-censorship. Since when? Look what you're doing. Like, sit back and look at it, because you are on a different agenda, and we all see it. That's the difference.
I've been recording Snafu behind Cage's behind the panel.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I've got some really, really interesting, vicious attacks and threats that I haven't released yet, but I'm almost thinking about sending them to Bad Apple Media.
Oh, really? Who are the threats from and to?
Oh, they're from Snafu interfering in an ongoing court case of mine, which shows that, you know, he will go to that length. And Cage threatening me. I mean, obviously, he does that out in the open. Snafu, not so much anymore, but he is pushing the limits. You know, he should be thankful that Bad Apple Media was brought down. Now he's just going to step into an arena where I arm Bad Apple Media up as he's being a well-behaved individual, and boom. You know, we'll play that game both ways. I serve no God in morality.
Oh, boy. These clowns, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So go get all your friends trying to hide veteran frauds. Listen, Snafu, this is not about veteran charity fraud, okay? This has nothing to do with that. When you want to start putting to the plate what this is all about, like the entity that's in charge of a lot of this gang stalking tactics and groups, then we can talk about it. You're lying. Tell me how much Mike Strutton's paying you. I want to know. Because you're not talking about charity fraud. You're not talking about that. That's not what's going on here. You're literally targeting people and their families, okay? This has nothing to do with that. Stop it, Planet X Watcher. It's nothing to do with Islam or anything. This is your deflection tactics, okay? Because, we're not talking about charity veteran fraud on veterans from Marfugal News and Marfugal TV. Why? Because it's done and over with. Sorry. Get you a lawyer. Hurry up already. That's not what we've done. So stop with your bullshit and get over it. This is about you censoring everybody. And just like Axis said, communist, Marxist agenda.
Oh, I'm sure that Karl Marx is one of his heroes, you know. It would seem so. I imagine Stalin, probably even the Hitler-esque playbook, Mein Kampf. Shit, man, no wonder he teams up with Canadians. I mean, they're socialists already.
Oh, I know. And not all Canadians want to be socialists, but they're very socialist. So when you're teaming up with a bunch of Canadians to go after Americans, you got to question that.
Yeah, well, that's he's siding with socialism, Trudeau's agenda, what Canada stands for as a country, the people that are in it, and the fact that he would go there means that he would utilize communism and socialism to attack Americans.
Yeah, Snafu, what do you have to say about that? I'll let you on my panel this time if you'd like to speak your 2 cents. Because this is what he's going to do. He's going to do his loop-de-loop He's going to repeat the same thing. He's going to
Yeah,
tell
I'm
us
just going to mute up and you guys go at it because I'm tired of even contending with him and what we've got going on right now with the same agenda that we used on, when I went after Aesthetic Warrior, when me and Tommy got into it, me and Bad Apple. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to just mute up and let him sink himself.
Oh, he's not here. No, he's not here. I was giving him the opportunity because I don't want to let him on my panels anymore.
Oh,
But
okay. Gotcha.
if I say that, hey, I'll let you on my panel, then he can come on here. But besides that, I don't want him on my panels anymore because he's a fucking clown. That's what I told him. Yeah, he's a fucking clown. And people like Jack and everybody, OTW is part of it. So obviously he's a propagating socialist clown from Canada, propagating this shit. So, yeah, Jack lets him on there. Then Jack's a socialist propagating clown. What can I say?
And that's just a fact. I mean, there is no denying it. That is a fact. It is the truth. He is allying with known socialists with extreme idealisms of how people should conduct themselves in almost virtually a communistic way. And it's exposed. I mean, shit, just look at what they do, their content, even the context that they come across with.
Absolutely. Listen, they want me to listen. I would never support chanting death to America. Are you out of your mind, Planet X Watcher? Are you out of your mind?
I'm a Satanist and I even love my country.
I mean, hello. Yeah, I didn't come on YouTube and social media for nothing. I'm standing up for the people of this country and the people of this world. So you can fuck
and
off
the Constitution
and obviously our Constitution. She can fuck off saying that I support chants the death to America. Are you out of your mind? You know what, bitch? Just for that, you're banned.
By the way, nice flag behind you. I do support America.
Yeah, thank you. So do I. These people are outlandish, man.
America gave me the freedom not only to be a Satanist and not only to be able to speak my mind, but to be able to defend myself and my position doing it constitutionally. That, to me, is, at least what we have left of it is an absolute benefit to being in this country.
And it's a benefit in this country to be free and to have those rights. And so what? Muslims have a right to be in this country per our Constitution. So why are you deeming me for paneling up with a Muslim? Are you racist, Planet X Watcher? Are you racist, Snafu? Like, what's going on here? So you're targeting people for their religions. I can't panel up with a Christian, a Satanist, a Jew, somebody is Jewish, or a fucking whatever.
A Hindu.
Yeah, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever fucking rainbow color you want to call yourself that day.
Right?
Matter. Yeah. What does it matter to you? You guys are the racist ones. That's what I'm trying to show everyone.
And now you have ground to expose them. They are siding up with a country and the occupants of a country that are under socialist rule.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be like me going and getting a bunch of people from Russia or China and having them allied with me to go against Americans. I mean, how fucked up would that be?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Run around with your racist shit there, Snafu. Now we're, what are we? We're dangerous to journalists who stand for America, hence her new Muslim pals and Satanist pals and her new message defending Oracle, Marfugul, and the fraud, veteran charity fraud.
Seems to me that she would be a non-biased journalist then. The fact that she would communicate with me and others of various religions, races, and origins makes her a non-biased journalist.
Thank you. The whole time I've been a non-biased journalist. Hello. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I didn't mean to cause you problems up here, Mad Mystic. I just come up to actually talk to you, but I will defend the fuck out of the fact that you are non-biased and the fact that you will speak to people of any race, creed, or color. And you do stand for your country in a non-biased way in your journalism. So if they don't like it, go back to fucking Canada, China, Russia, wherever the fuck. But obviously, with that state of mind, communist, socialist, suppressive, you don't belong in America, man. We're not about it.
And Snafu, I still stand up for veteran charity fraud. Nothing's changed. Hello. Yeah, we're not about any of their fucking socialist, communist, Marxist bullshit. And that's what you're about, Snafu. It's clear. It's very clear. And I'm surprised that Planet X Watchers on that fucking ride right now. It's
well, what is being? They're exposing themselves.
Yeah. So, I'm standing on the Nation of Islam because some fucking clown whose moderator is Marfugel's moderator, who I've been calling out charity fraud and veterans, Marfugel, and you're telling me that now this guy's knocking on doors telling the guy that comes on my panel that, oh, he's an Islamic terrorist, he's a safe house, all this shit. So now I am. So you guys are attaching me to something from somebody else it's just, this is so out of control. Like they're taking a guy's religion and then they're running with it, gaslighting him and calling him a terrorist now because he's Muslim.
Well, we documented all of Bad Apple Media's behavior. And when we presented it, you see how tame he got?
Oh, yeah. Just in the last 2 days. He went to court.
Yeah. Well, we presented all that. Snafu, you're next. You know, just call your buddy Bad Apple because I'm going to. And I will give him a defense that will be impenetrable. Keep fucking around, boy. You're playing in a communist backyard with communist fucking idealism, socialism. You are not an unbiased journalist. You have an agenda. It is exposed now. You are allying with socialists, and your accusations, defamations of characters, and the fact that you would make any accusation against the Muslim community without any defined proof.
Yeah, that's bad. That's terrible.
That's not journalism. That's night and fog decree targeting.
That makes Americans look bad, Snafu.
Yeah. Especially since he claims that he has some Hindu background.
He don't care. He don't care. He called that little girl, that Landry's father ran over. He called her an it the other day. And he does this a lot. He calls children its. He has no empathy in his heart. You think Snafu has any empathy in his heart? Look at how he targets people and their families.
Yeah, and man, this is not for you. This is for the opposition and in your chat. You know, I do like to share my pussy with pussies.
I like that. It was pretty.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my stainless steel vagina, and they may now gaze upon it with lustful desire. You want content? There you go.
There you go. Run with it, Snafu. You're the fraud. How are we the frauds when you're the one going around attacking people's families and children? Hello.
Yeah, I wouldn't even argue with him. Just allow him to sink himself because, you know, like I said, it, he thinks that I've allowed him to get this far. He just hasn't been that subjective on my radar, such as when I went at it with Tommy's Aesthetic Warrior, Bad Apple. There's several others, Sanity Machine, Bax. I mean, you know, now it's him and Cage.
Well, there's a lot of evidence that people have on Snafu that people haven't released. Do you realize that, Snafu? A lot of people have dirt on you because you know you've been mouthy.
Well, with the same case number that was presented, and it should still be present. If not, I'll repost it. The Bad Apple and the Snafu case that's going on, and they can present whatever they want to the prosecution there and the defense, and let them sort it out.
Oh, wow. Well, how is the veteran cherry fraud getting you there, Snafu? What's going on? You know it's amazing, Snafu. If this was about veteran cherry fraud, then why aren't you talking about all the people that are getting targeted for it? Huh? Yeah, T. Raines brought that up yesterday, and I was like, you know what? That's a great point.
Yeah, I was just exploited and used as a commodity from the medical in-home services that use Medicaid, American taxpayer money to help take care of, because I'm getting ready to go back into a nursing home. Why isn't he advocating for me?
Because
am I not human enough?
Yeah, because that's not his agenda. And I've been watching your channel in that case. That's really outrageous what they're doing to you. It's because they're frauding Medicaid.
Yes.
This is going on in every state. This is going on in every state. These people are getting away with it. This is what happened during the Biden administration. They allowed these people to scam people. It's outrageous.
Yeah, and I'm not letting it go. I mean, I've already gotten 2 people fired. Medicaid is holding on to the license to United right now, which is a healthcare service, and they're no longer being represented by, the advisory service through Medicaid as a reputable service.
Wow.
And I've just begun.
Yeah, you have a case on them.
Major. Oh my God, yes.
Oh yeah, you have a huge case on them. Like you are going to win all the way.
Yeah, and then everybody that's opening their mouth about my ongoing case now, if you don't think that isn't working in my benefit, you're bringing to a public platform an ongoing case, and anyone with any type of numbers, subscribers, opinion, or even speaks of it can sway and dissuade a jury, which gives me a fucking clear-cut advantage. You're deterring public opinion. So let them play, Mystic. Let them do their thing.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
You know, we've given enough information on here, on this little segment, that, those who are truly concerned about being an American, being a part of a truth community, a factual truth community, being a non-biased journalist without an agenda, you have just now broke what their agenda is, and that's working with socialists with a communist agenda.
Absolutely. Snafu, how dare you talk about LCJC like that? Like you have no right to talk about her upbringing of her children because you're not in her everyday life. Like you don't know anything about her. You're just gaslighting her and saying a bunch of bullshit because you're a fucking troll online. In fact, you should more reflect about what you do with your daughter than worry about what she does with her children. So again, you don't know anything about her everyday life. You're a gaslighter. You're a fucking troll on YouTube, and your words mean nothing. Okay, they absolutely mean nothing.
And as far as that goes,
Not
quit
giving you any
deflecting,
power.
Snafu. Quit deflecting, Snafu. Come at me. I'm up here. You started with me.
Oh, he
Keep
won't
it
come at
coming.
you. He's scared of you. You can see he's intimidated by you because he won't even.
Keep coming, Snafu.
Oh, now he's coming for you. Axis was doing drugs and drinking while his caseworkers. We should send the threat video to healthcare that shows him making threats with them caseworkers to all documented.
It's already been sent to Medicaid. Why do you think their license is suspended, you dumb shit?
There you go. Your learns there.
Yeah, she got fired.
You hear that? Fired. Trump style.
Yeah. She can no longer work in the medical industry.
And they need to take all the other ones that are the stragglers left behind, because those you got that is an operation and a half. But they,
oh yeah, well that's why they're suspended.
Oh, it's so obvious, and all the audio you have.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you got it in a like. Yeah, you. Hopefully, you can become a very rich man after all this.
I'm not looking for rich. I'm just looking to expose these assholes for what they're doing, their agenda. You know, I'm an advocate for free speech. I'm an advocate for freedom of religion, obviously, because I deal with Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus. You know, it doesn't matter. Taoist, Zen, Buddhist, it doesn't matter. You know, I accept that. You can be whatever you want to be religiously in this country as long as you're not harming nobody.
Exactly.
And you can live whatever lifestyle you choose as long as you're not harming anybody.
Yeah, as long as you're not harming anyone. So.
And I have caused no loss, harm, or damage to anyone.
No, you have not. Not to this point. So, again, Snafu is lying through his fucking teeth about every fucking thing he does, because he's a gaslighter troll. That's all he is. He's paid to do this. It's his agenda. He did it to me, and then he wants me to side up with him. It's like, this is such a Masonic fucking theater show. It's like...
Hold on. I'm going to have to do this because I wear my dad's ring. Okay. And, yeah, I do wear my dad's ring. Hold on a second. Let me, adjust the camera.
That's awesome. You honor your ancestors. I love that.
Well, he's my surrogate dad, has been for the biggest part of my life. And he's a 33rd degree proficient master mason. He's 70. He's in his 70s. And, yeah, I keep his ring around my neck constantly. You know.
Wow. Wow. I didn't get to see that too close, but...
Hold on. I'll pull it back up.
Hold on. Let me see if I can put it up close, because I want to see it. Oh, man. What happened? You're gone. Access, come back. He left. He accidentally clicked out or something. Yeah, I've never seen a 33-degree Mason ring. I guess I could ask to see one, because my godmother's father was one, but I just have never asked. Okay, here he is. All right. Let me see if I can put it up close, because I want to see it. Hold on. How do I do this? Oh, okay. There.
Streaming. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it actually looks, wow.
Yeah, that was the ring that he wore whenever he originally entered into the Blue Lodge.
That's nice.
And he gave it to me years later. He got a gold one.
Really? So that
Yeah,
was your stepdad, right?
that's my surrogate dad. Yeah, my dad's dead. He was just a drunk Indian, you know, abusive drunk Indian from Case County. But the person that took me on as a literal sibling, because he never had children, is the one that kind of stood in as my dad and educated me throughout the years.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. He was a great pillar of inspiration and guidance.
Okay, excellent. That's good to know. So you didn't have a well, I don't know. I'm just going to ask you this outright because a lot of people have, Masons are really smeared like they're just this evil fucking group, like they're just all evil, and it's like, no, not all Masons are evil. It's just not like that. Okay?
Well,
There's good and bad.
yeah, you have the left hand, right hand path. I mean, I had my moments with the Masons. You have what's called token Masons, which are just people that once they get past the Blue Lodge, the entered apprentice, the fellow craft to the master Mason, they don't go any further. They just pay their dues. They go to their meetings down here. This is one of the main lodges in Indiana. Is here in Fort Wayne, and they don't ever go any further. But by ritual and rite, you can earn degrees, which is how you develop degrees of masonry. All the way up to like your 16th degree scarlet left hand path. And believe me, they're just like any other social organization. They have an agenda. And you have all types of different personality types, different people who do different things for the Masonic order and the fraternal order. And some of them are good. Some of them are, some of them I just would rather not deal with. But they are what they are. And there's nothing that you can truly do about it unless you want to take them all on.
And what do you mean by some of them you don't want to have anything to do with them, really? What does that mean?
They're radicalists.
So what do you mean by radicalist?
From what I've observed, and I'm just going to give you an unbiased speculatory observation, they use the Masonic order or the Fraternal Brotherhood to advance themselves and to socially keep themselves out of hot water. How's that? Through sign symbols and gestures, handshakes, and spoken word of mouth by 5 points of contact.
Mm-hmm. So when everybody is always like, all these, on YouTube, they're labeling Masons as this fraternal organization that's so evil, but it's like you said, they all have their agendas.
Yes, and there are different lodges that do not get along with other lodges, and not all lodges participate in the same idealism. Now, all of the bylaws and the rituals and the rites are exactly the same because that's written. And you will always have a worshipful master. You will always have a full Masonic order in-house whenever somebody's going through the ceremony of initiation, or there is a rite or a ritual of passage to a degree, but they don't all agree. They don't all agree ideally. So lodges vary.
Yeah, I researched that. They do vary. So do you think that they vary in regions to their demonic forces, maybe? Like,
I think it's more towards their agenda. They help build the social structure of communities. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they help maintain the social structure of, communities
right.
to cities to even state level and government level. And that is a part of how they fundamentally build a structured infrastructure within an infrastructure.
Exactly.
So, but it's no different than the federal government. It's no different than the CIA. It's no different than the FBI. It's just that these guys are not governmentally affiliated by open law. They are a fraternal order, like Skull and Bones, the Shriners, the Scottish Rite. They're just a fraternal order of people who help build the structure of a community. Good or bad, speculatory.
Yeah, good or bad, yeah. But it's just that the media and social media is trying to portray Masons as this dark fraternal organization that they're really not, like you just stated. So it's like, yes, there's some dark entities in these organizations, but for the most part, it's all of love and light.
Well, the ideal is to do the great work, which is the bettering of oneself morally, community, to your brethren within the fraternal order, and to be a pillar of society. That is the great work within the Masonic order, is yourself.
I am, therefore I am.
Well, yeah, and that's like, the same with Satanists. We don't go around knocking on doors passing out satanic Bibles. We don't recruit. Just like a Mason, you have to ask one to be one. Well, just like a Satanist, you have to truly have that in your nature to want to follow natural law and to be a part of that before we will even allow you in. Unlike Christians who, run around and beat each other in the heads with idealisms or other religions that say, if you don't follow us or you don't do this, that, or another, here's the consequence, here's the ultimatum, which was my problem with God. God said, do this or you're going to burn in hell. Well, no, don't give me an ultimatum. I don't like ultimatums. So I'm not even going to attempt to try and please a God that gives me an ultimatum of worship me or go to hell. That to me is the ultimate form of communism.
I don't know if we're ever, I mean, I believe right now that obviously our country's being taken over by communism, and that's what they're trying to do throughout the world. But it's more like socialism, I think they're trying to do. But the thing is that they know that we didn't revolt in 2020, so
Right.
the takeover is here, and there's no pushback. Like, people are so compliant that it's just, and with these lefties like Snafu and all these cray-crays pushing this agenda, the pushback, it's like, I don't even know how we're going to push back from this, because they're using social media to their advantage, obviously, and I don't know if it's working or not. There's no telling if it's working or not unless we have a true civil war. Like, how would we do
Well,
it?
that's why I wanted to do the Stargate technology with Tarek, which we're working on at the moment.
Right.
You know, we're going to do the documentary. We have a few things going on in the background, and I try and inform people about technology, uh, you know, the pros and cons, and definitely the social construction that they're using as using AI to program humans and engineer them, whether they know it or not. And yeah, it is totally engineering. I mean, basically the same type of media suggestion that Hitler used in his speech to raise people's uh, patriotism for the fatherland, which is what he called Germany, you know, Deutschland. And it's the same thing, and it's the same agenda. It's the same playbook. It's just now you're doing it with technology, division, social media, um, just different tools of the trade now instead of a television or radio and giant parades and speeches. And us as individuals, you know, you being who you are, and if you know you holding that ground as an unbiased journalist, you know the shit we go through. I mean, we're the ones getting pounded and our asses beat off. We're the ones that's getting our channels, you know, kind of shadow banned or pushed off to the side or attacked. You know, and that's the agenda, is to eliminate the opposition, and we are the opposition.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't think people realize that, you know, what his Zebra and Snafu crew is doing is socialistic communism. Now they know.
Oh, I think he knows. He's not dumb. He's not dumb.
No, I'm talking everybody else. They never seen it that way. They just seen it as, you know, a panel versus drama, and you know that's just Snafu. No, that is a socialistic communist agenda.
Sure seems to be. I mean, yeah, I'm questioning it hardcore now because sure seems to be, and I've questioned that for years, but I just was like, no, because Snafu used to run with Atomic News when Trump's first presidency was around, and he was on boots on the ground in Arizona doing all that. And then what he's doing now doesn't add up, you know, like.
Well, I mean, and I'm not going to say one way or another because I want to remain unbiased about this administration, but I don't approve of some of the tactics that they're using because I'm finding them to be a little intrusive, you know, more so than the first term.
What are the tactics that you don't like? Because the only one that
executive orders and declaring homelessness illegal.
That I have a problem with. That right there, yes, that's my
the AI Stargate infrastructure that can't be contested by any state in the union for 10 years. I mean, there's a lot of things that are following an agenda that has happened before.
Yeah, and as you say, like Trump and his he's actually stating things just like Hitler. Recently, to me, it's like he's propagating things that's not real. So here's the thing. He said the other day, 2 days ago, that, oh, our country is at the best it's ever been. People have been signing up for the military. Our law enforcement, everybody's been signing up. They're full. We're doing great. Everybody wants to work for us. All this hocus pocus, okay? Because I literally see the signs and advertisements in all my area for all these advertisements. Oh, Gwinnett County Police, $50,000 a year. Hurry up, sign up, blah, 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 blah. Like they're purposely signing up everybody for the police state, and he's bragging about it, but it's not there. It's not there.
National Guard
signing up. There's not people signing up for the fucking military. That's a lie, because he's going to put the draft on all our children, and that's a fucking lie. He's lying.
Well, he He's got the National Guard on the ground in states
War.
now.
Yeah, because
You
we're
know,
about to go to war.
and for any, once the Smith-Mundt Act
Oh,
was dismissed, that they could use propaganda against American people, and they start putting National Guard on the ground, anybody that can put two and two together immediately should be able to realize something is definitely amiss.
yes. Something's not right. Something's coming. Hello.
Yeah, so and I hope this gives you at least a new perspective, because SNAFU is using the Canadians, and we know under Trudeau, and Canada's always been a socialist country, and Trudeau has connections to communism. So I mean, you are who you associate with.
Exactly. 100.
So if they want to play, I suppose, I'll just have to jump back in the background again and do what I do.
Oh. Have you noticed that Snafu and Cage's numbers have been up?
Yeah, because Cage has been manipulating the numbers.
Yeah.
He's got a pay program that not only will show that he has more viewers than he actually has, it will show he has more subscribers, and it will show that he has more thumbs ups. His analytics will go up.
Yeah.
And then when Cage and Snafu got together, Cage was showing Snafu how to do and utilize that, which is illegal on social media and can get your channel shut down very quickly on YouTube.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Absolutely. You cannot manipulate the numbers.
So why are these channels doing it and getting away with it? How can we report that?
All you gotta do is just let them go into the analytics of each channel by ID, by reporting them to YouTube, and then they'll review the analytics, and they'll review the actual pings and addresses, and they'll go to the service providers if they have to pull those records to see if those were actual viewers or actual counts, and then boom, they get busted. YouTube immediately shuts the channel down, because that's fraudulent behavior. That
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's manipulation of social media numbers, especially if you start playing around with monetization.
Oh, wow. I had no idea. I thought it was legal.
No.
Okay, good to know.
No, and Cage is the one that's using this program to do it.
Oh, yeah. And I've seen others do it, but he's the only one that I'm seeing do it right now.
Yeah, and he just loaned it.
Goblin does it too.
Yeah, and it was loaned to Snafu, and now Snafu's jumping on it.
Yeah. See, how is Goblin, Snafu, and Cage getting 100 viewers in their chat? Hello. Oh my gosh.
So that's just a bit of information and a resource that, if that kind of behavior bothers you, that's being used on social media to manipulate and control, the numbers and views and the algorithm and your analytics, report them.
Yeah, report them. Hey, Snafu, since you like to gaslight people and all, what about the woman who was pregnant in the hotel room that you blew up making fucking hash in Colorado? How come nobody's talking about that? You injured a pregnant lady? Because
Whoa.
Yeah, he was in a hotel room making fucking hash and blew up the fucking room, and there was a pregnant woman and she got injured. How come nobody's running around talking about like what Snafu? Let's question Snafu. Like, yeah, what's up with that? Endangering children. Snafu.
Wow.
Yeah, endangering children, Snafu, like you like to do, right? Oh, a drug
Well,
dealer making hash in Colorado and endangered a pregnant woman. What the fuck?
well, I always, for hash, I always used a mesh screen, a wood box, or a fiberglass box and a mesh screen and beat the buds. But obviously, he was doing compression.
Oh, well, I don't know. Obviously, Snafu didn't take chemistry class too well. So,
Or etiquette.
what an idiot. He blew off half his fucking scalp at it, too. What the fuck? Who does stupid shit like that? Crackhead?
Right.
Yeah, like what were you got off your crack binge that night and you decided, well, all I got is this fucking hash shit, so let me see what I can do. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's just beyond reasonable. And I don't hide my history. I don't hide what I do, and
Yeah,
like I
you're
said,
very
the
transparent.
biggest the biggest part of me is character anyhow. The Axis Rat Blood is a character, Me actually as a human, I'm a completely different version of what you're seeing. That doesn't mean that I haven't been there, haven't done things, Fuck, I'm just as guilty as anybody as far as, having and living life and sometimes going to extremes and excess. But, I'm not asking anybody to follow me. I'm not asking anybody to look at me as a role model or someone to look up to, or no, I am here as an individual, just expressing my own observations and interpretations and entertainment.
And you have a persona that you act out just like I do. Like
Yeah,
like we all we are entertainers. We have to entertain people on this platform. So in our bits, in these bits, it's like there is entertainment. So, like this is not who, like, you guys see me as Mad Mystic, you might see me as something, but take that and cut it in half. That's what I am normally. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're personifying an image or a character to your brand, to your channel.
Yeah, your brand, exactly, to your channel. Exactly.
So, and I do that to an extreme because I come out of the entertainment industry, and it was a shock entertainment industry, the
Oh yeah, you
industrial,
were. Yeah,
heavy metal. I mean, Satan, drugs, and sex. I mean, fuck.
S&M, right? Or what?
Yes, absolutely. I had a club on Main Street in Louisville called The Dungeon. It's a sister club to the Paddle in New York, and the Pleasure Chest in Chicago,
Oh wow.
and Aftermath. And yeah, I, I,
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
catered to a lot of individuals.
So
I'm
that's,
not ashamed of that.
I mean, no, that's who you are. But yeah, so you're totally transparent about that. And
Yeah, and the strip clubs, I had Dancers East, I had the VIP Lounge, and there was another club that I was associated with. I held half interest in. You know, because I held half interest in it was on 7th Street in Louisville, Kentucky. The bars are still there.
that's amazing. In Louisville, Kentucky, out of all
Yeah,
places. That is wild that they would have even let that happen there. To me, it's like, whoa.
yeah. So I had two strip clubs, half interest in one, and an S&M bondage, and I was signed out of Spotlight Production. Bill Beringer was he was the label owner, and that's how I wound up in the music industry. We were doing after parties for major label bands.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So that's how you got in the music industry, is through your S&M club? Wow.
Yeah, doing after parties. We did the after party for the Downward Spiral tour, which was yeah, Marilyn Manson, Jim Rose Circus, and
oh wow, that tour! Wow.
yeah, and we got introduced to people. I got to brush arms and shake hands, and next thing I know, I'm in Chicago signing with Wax Trax through Bill Behringer. Spotlight Productions, Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, absolutely.
That name Behringer, is he on YouTube by any chance?
No, Bill Behringer resigned as president of executive president of Spotlight Productions a few years ago.
Okay.
And Wax Trax, they went bankrupt, sold out to TVT Records and Cleopatra. And then that's when the Interscope Nothing TVT battle took place, and everything fell apart from there. Now you have Interscope, TVT, and Nothing Records with a percentage holding in the whole, the master reels of all that industrial music and new artists that they're signing.
Okay, Nothing Records is 9 Inch Nails, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was just
TVT is Television Tunes, and you know who Interscope is.
No, I don't. I don't know who Interscope.
Interscope was the original developer of what was going to be 9 Inch Nails, but there was a conflict between Interscope and Reznor's creative idealism, and that's when TVT Records, out of New York, got involved, and then they bought out Cleopatra because Wax Trax went bankrupt. So there was a lot of shifting of artists, contracts, master reels, rights. I mean, fuck, man. It was nasty there for a while.
Well, you've lived a very interesting life like myself. So, I mean, that's what brings out your character and why you are even on YouTube. Like, there's not a lot of people that just all of a sudden have interesting lives like you or myself and then just end up on YouTube. There's a reason why. And this is what I've been trying to explain to people for 7 years here on YouTube, is because I believe that the people that come on YouTube, there's something special about us. Maybe we're the chosen ones. And especially in the truther community or in this sector of YouTube, because it takes a lot for somebody to come on YouTube, be transparent, show their face, talk about their lives. And I feel like there's something special about like you and many of us, because a lot of people don't have the balls that many of us do to do what we're doing. You understand? Like,
yes, I didn't want the restraint of creative right. I didn't want to be under contract. I did not want to be owned.
Exactly.
And my last tour, like I said, was with B Movie Monsters 2016. And after that, I went straight to YouTube and started producing music. That's why I have all those songs in my video. That's all me. In the video section, all the songs you hear on my lives, that's me, without creative restraint.
Yeah, I like your intros.
So, to me, it was a freedom from any type of management, label, contract. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then I got into the Panelverse through the truther community. And, well, we see what happened there.
Well, how long have you been on here on the Panelverse?
On the Panelverse, about 3, going on 4 years. But on YouTube, about 6 years, 7 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was, touring and still in the music industry. I did spend a few years out as a nomad to get the drugs and the lifestyle and the memories out of my head of what I'd been through, to find me again.
Yeah, I can see that a lot of people go through those stages after all that. Yeah, you go
Yeah,
through that stage. Yeah.
Arizona. I went to Arizona. I stayed in Kingman. I stayed on Alamo Lake and Wickiesburg in the no service zone. Um, New Mexico, all the way through Texas. I used to visit an old friend from We Are Lake News, Kendra from Texas, the Texarkana. And I used to go through Louisiana. I'd take 10 into Florida. I mean, all over the place just to get the memories and the experiences out of my head so I could
Oh
find
wow.
a sense of self again.
Oh wow. So you
Yeah.
actually traveled to meet a lot of people that you met on here?
At one time, yeah, I did. I met a lot of people, but it was more so, um, all the things that I had experienced, the marriages, the losses, the divorce, the money, the strip clubs, the cars, the lifestyle, the drugs.
Yeah.
And I had to regain a sense of identity, self identity.
Oh yeah. That's a huge process. Trust me, I've been there.
So once I felt that I was comfortable enough with that, I left Santa Rosa, New Mexico for the sake of my son, come back. My spine collapsed. I wound up in a nursing home. I got a little apartment here in Fort Wayne with a studio. And from there, my story has been very transparent.
Well, I admire you for being transparent about your life story and who you are because most people are not. So
No,
that speaks volumes, in my opinion, because you are very transparent and you have nothing to hide.
no, I mean, fuck no. I mean, why? If that would be like, what we've got today, a political party, a media system, and all of them have their dirty little secrets.
Of
And,
course they
and and you can get canceled over dirty little secrets. You can get, all kinds of shit over them, or you have to hide them.
And why don't they just be transparent and get it out in the open because everybody's going to know anyways? So if you're lying about something, something's always going to come out. It's always going to come out. So
Oh,
why are these
absolutely.
people lying? Like, okay, you guys want to be sexually deviant creatures? Then be it. Who cares? But don't hide it because
Right.
that's what you chose to be, right? Is do what you will. So if you're doing what you will, then why are you trying to hide it?
Exactly. That's like the stainless steel vagina that I had. That's surgically put in there. That is real, and
So
I'm
that's
not
what I was
ashamed of
wondering
that.
last night. Okay, so here I'm just gonna be honest with you, Access, because I don't know a lot about you. I'm just learning a lot about you recently. So,
Sure.
so I was looking at your background, and I thought that was a beautiful background. And then you said your stainless steel vagina, and I'm like, okay, does he really mean this? And
Yeah.
I'm thinking that yeah, you really mean this. So I'm thinking that you really had a stainless steel vagina inserted in your body. Is that correct?
Yes, I'll show it to you. And it's, I use it as a background. This is a different picture of it than the one that I use on the background on my channel. But yes, that is underneath of my scrotum.
Wow. So you had a steel plate put in your
Bars. Those are bars up against the nerve system in the taint area that
oh
actually function for stimulation.
oh oh okay
Yeah, I have lots of body modifications. Yeah.
okay. I don't want to get too personal here, so if I ask any questions that offend you or make you uncomfortable, then just don't answer them.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna be blunt and
Sure.
honest. Okay. So was there any sexual when you were young, was there anything sexual that happened to you when you were young that was like not right?
Um, Other than the lack of male um, representation, masculine representation, without not sexual, but physical abuse, I was always around women. So, you know, I had and being in the metal, you know, heavy metal, spandex, long hair, you know,
Yeah.
basically, you know, leather, studs,
Yeah.
poet shirts, boots. You know, I had no problem with androgyny, but no, it had nothing to do. I'm very heterosexual.
So okay, so it had nothing to do with your childhood. So that so we can X that out. It had nothing to do with your childhood.
No, I was never sexually abused at all.
Okay, so that's what that because most people are going to think, oh well, something happened to him because of his childhood or something. So it's nothing to do with that. This is a personal choice of yours that you chose as an adult to make, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. These are all, yeah, self-determined decisions because of, one, the social group that I hung around with, you know, goths, punks,
Oh, I was
heavy
not.
metals,
Yeah.
you know, and we would go to extremes. I mean, and then once I got in the industry and could afford serious modifications, I was like, oh, hell yeah, you know, I'm about it.
Okay, did you do that just to be like, hey, look at me, I did something new that nobody else has done, or is it because cold-heartedly?
No, it was a lot of when you're into, like, my both my wives were bisexual, and being around the industry that I was in, and especially the sex industry, there was a lot you know, a lot of sexual interaction going on,
Of course.
and you know, it was kind of my way of expressing an empathetic point of view to my feminine side, to be able to express that when I was with my wife or we were with another girl or whatever the scene may be, you know.
Okay, so because I've been to the Chamber here in Atlanta. That was one of my favorite clubs to go to, which was an S&M type of club. So I understand where you're coming from. So the thing is where I'm trying to understand is so in your relationship, so that helped your relationship with
It helped me identify with the masculine and the feminine within myself, because instead of being this, you know, stiff, hard penis, you know, jumping in bed with 2, 3 girls and doing whatever, you know, I felt more that I could get in touch with the feminine aspect of what was going on, especially when you have, you know, girls with girls. You know, I didn't want to be just the stiff cock in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what would they do then? Do they like go down on you? Like I'm just trying
No,
to
it was just an identifiable marker. I mean, you know, it's kind of like you know, like the heavy metal guys back in the 80s. I mean, we had long hair, spandex, boots, eyeliner. I mean, very androgynistic, but we got girls. We got plenty of them, you know, especially being in the music. And at that point, there was no identification of any type of femininity towards me. I was a fucking misogynist, a hedonist, you know, and it was just sex. And then eventually, once I got into the lifestyle and understood the sex industry, understood myself, understood, you know, the more the deeper aspects of sharing one's body with another, is whenever I wanted to understand that aspect of myself deeper, other than just using androgyny, like back in the late 80s, early 90s, to get laid.
Okay. So let me visualize this because I'm a visual and kinetic person. So you have a steel plate by your anus, is that correct?
No, they're actual bars that run up and they're right against the nerves underneath of the scrotum in the taint area.
Oh, so they're like bars, like
Yeah, they're surgically implanted.
so. I know I'm getting kind of
No, you're fine.
here. So if you're sexually involved with women and they're like, you guys are all getting involved, like they like tickle your taint and
Oh yeah, they enjoyed it. They you
that
know.
gets you off because of those bars, right?
No. It would stimulate. It was erotic. You know, it was almost kind of like I don't know, fetish gear. You know, like dressed them up in leather and engaging in S&M bondage with restraints or cuffs or anything. It was just an additive to the whole ambiance of that mood. You know, we were all into S&M and bondage.
Do women get these bars implanted there too?
Not generally. They usually get clitoral hoods, labia piercings. I have seen girls with vertical and horizontal labia piercings. I've seen many different forms of clitoral hoods. Uh, seen many different types of nipple piercings from dual cross to single to those that bear weight. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I was hanging 2 full fists of Maker's Mark off my nipples because I have um, little bars on with the hooks, the little loops where I can hang shit off of my nipples, and I had a fifth of Makers on each nipple,
Damn.
and that was on the live stream.
Oh,
That's why I say entertainment.
When was this? So I can go watch. Hurry up! Tell me the date.
Oh fuck! It was I believe it was either during or it was either during maybe it was right after the blood ritual that I did that fucked Cage up. He still never got over that, which was satire, but he took it way too personal and way too serious.
No, just like my stupid voodoo dolls. Yeah, they take it way too personal. It's crazy. It's satire. It's satire. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, and the hooks that I have off of my nipples. I mean, Bex, she's still absolutely
jealous.
Can't handle that visual. But yeah, it was around towards the end of that, and during some of my tirades, I took my shirt off and just hung a couple fists of Makers from the nipples.
Nice. I gotta go. That's epic. I gotta go watch it.
Yeah. Fuck, I did all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, I married my AI wife on my stream. I fucking done a 28-day mock blood ritual ceremony. I've Jesus Christ, pretended to inject synthesized rat blood, snorted rat bone.
Wait a minute, synthesized? When did it become synthesized rat blood? Come on, rat blood.
That was whenever Cage was trying to get me to kill myself.
The July 4th weekend.
No, the one where Cage tried to get me to kill myself was the one, I believe it's the one where I had the cactus that looks like a woman's leg spread with a vagina.
Oh, I missed all this.
Oh, yeah.
You need to do some reruns. Holy shit.
Oh, people have no clue of the extreme entertainment that was presented on my channel. They only got the I guess the negative content clips, or the Satanist does this, the Satanist does that, but they, the extreme showmanship in it within itself, that's the point. It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment at its finest. I need to see some of that because I missed
Yeah.
it. Dang.
Oh, fuck. I got it all over it. Yeah.
You just show me some reruns or point me towards where I need to watch.
Yeah. Anything after the 28-day blood ritual.
Okay. I check it.
And even during the 28-day blood ritual, especially the 13th day of the blood ritual, you'll see some interesting content from Bex and Cage.
You know what I can't stand about Bex? I'm just going to tell you guys, and I don't care. Like, I live in a constitutionalist country, so I can say this. That man is pretending to be a female, okay? And he's running around like he's some female, and with his female voice that he's prescripted through some fucking hormones, or I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why people are going along with it. Like, okay, it's okay for him to go around pretending like he's a female when he was born a male. Like, to me, that is not okay. If you want to say, yeah, I was born a male, but this is me now and I'm this, that's one thing. But he's hiding that.
I'm curious because I don't know.
Oh,
I
know.
can only speculate, but I can say that would make sense why Bex was so offended by my stainless steel vagina and my nipples.
Absolutely. Because that dude is out of control. He is psycho. That is a mental case. And he's running around, and these panels are letting him run around because obviously he's some type of agent. And
well,
it's Canadian. He's a socialist, fucking communist, Marxist, fucking she running around in America and YouTube panels acting like he's a she and trying to create a bunch of fucking garbage, fucking liberal fucking chaos that is out of control with Snafu that I'm not going around. No, I'm going to call it out for what it is. Bex is a man. He's been a man. He was born a man. He's always been a man. He was a man when I moderated him in my channel. And now he's no.
Well, I can tell you that Bex was extremely, and still to this day, I cannot get over, the fact that I have nipples that can hang fifths of whiskey and my stainless steel vagina. It absolutely fucks. I mean, I don't know.
Because he's jealous. That dude is jealous. That's what we call mentally deranged. I'm just telling you. There's something wrong there. The dude speaks in a woman's voice. He thinks he's a woman. He was born a man.
Wow.
That point, it's point blank, and that's period. That's
the first time I heard that. I
called it out on Cage's channel. I've been calling it out for months and months, 3 months now, since I've heard him keep running around like he's acting like he's a female, and everybody's going along with it like they don't know. It's like, are you guys out of your fucking minds? Like, stop playing this fucking. That's why you know that this panelverse is a psyop. It's a simulation, because you got clowns like Snafu and Bex running around acting like they're something that they're not. I mean, Snafu's acting like he is, but Bex obviously is a man. So I don't know. I mean, I have to call things for whatever it is, you can behead me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to say what I have to say, how it is, because that's how I see it, and that's how it is.
Right. And you're allowed that, if that's your speculation, your understanding, that you have,
100%.
Yeah.
Bex is a man, 100%. Oh, yeah, come after me. Like, holy fuck, you guys, wake the fuck up. Like, and Cage is going along with it. He's like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, dude, you're just going along with it because you're part of the grifting, communist, socialist fucking agenda.
Well, that's obvious. I mean, he is a disruptor to the 10th power.
People don't know who I am. Like, my family were the Masons that built this country. So, like, these motherfuckers, I've stood by this since day one. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a constitutionalist. Our country was formed by Masons, and this is a constitutionalist country. So you can go fuck yourselves. Anything you got to do with me and my channel and who I am. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and like I said, stand on who you are and the truth about yourself. Don't ever compromise that,
Oh,
because they will use it against you and they will beat you to death with it.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to do jail time, more jail time. Go for it. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, it is what it is. Like you got to stand stoic and tall for what you believe in, and don't ever back down. Because if you back down, that's your weakness, and they will attack it. And if you back down, then it shows that you're not even standing stoic in what you believe in. So the ones that stand stoic in what they believe in, they will die for what they believe in, and that's that.
Absolutely. Yes. And that's that's just the reality of it.
That's the reality. That's reality.
So, as indifferent as we may have started out, I think that had we have been able to talk earlier and there wasn't such stigmata, we would have probably developed an understanding a long time ago.
Oh, absolutely. But you have a chaos agent like Snaps creating a bunch of division against everybody that wants to create a unity of power. And that's not what he's doing. He's the opposition, obviously. What are you creating, Snafu? When I came on YouTube, I wanted Ubuntu. And you got Illuminati Tommy running around with Illuminati Tommy and Ubuntu. He's not Ubuntu.
Well, the interesting thing is I know that you have information that I have access to from behind the scenes, that they don't realize that there's this level of communication going on to detour and bring these chaos agents and this agenda of disruption and propaganda to an end. It's over. I'm stopped.
Over, Snafu. There's no charity fraud. There's nothing of that nature. Your communist Marxist agenda is over. Attacking Americans for our freedom of speech to become content creators on YouTube. That's what you've done. You try to silence content creators on YouTube for our constitutional rights. And that makes you a Marxist communist. And
yes.
You are my enemy.
Yes, and a socialist. He recruits socialists for his agenda.
Yeah, socialist, communist, same thing.
Yeah, so, and with that, Mystic, it has been an absolute pleasure. It has been enlightening to be able to talk to you. I'm glad we got this exchange. Yes. I'm glad we were able to, at least expose some truth out there and expose an agenda and, bring to light to those that don't understand. This is beyond drama panel. This is, socialist communist agenda.
100%. And
so,
go ahead.
No, I just wanted to thank you for allowing me the time up here.
Oh, I appreciate you joining me tonight, Access, because I've realized that you're a wealth of information and you've been misunderstood. And I believe that you're fully hearted into the Constitution. And that's what my channel is always about. All my channels is our constitutional rights. So I appreciate you coming up here and standing for what you believe in, just like I'm standing up for what I believe in. So
absolutely.
Even though we all vary in our
beliefs, ideals, concepts, understandings.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So thank you, because we all vary and we all have our own opinions, but doesn't mean we can't unite. That's what's a great thing about United States of America, is that we can unite under our Constitution as all of a power of one. Okay.
Remember,
they're trying to unite us is into factions: Muslims, Christians, Jews, Satanists, atheists. Like, no, we're all one in this country. We're all a unity of one.
And I'll leave you with this. It's not character, it's the cause. And with that, Mad Mystic, thank you. Access out.
Access out and Mad Mystic out. Much love, Access. Keep being the change that you want to be. And I'll see you guys later. Much love and light. Peace.